Hello, you are in tune to Geeks Assembled podcast again. Thank you. We are doing audio heads today, and today we're discussing a 6-part series done by the BBC Audio teams that was about or was featuring Terry Pratchett's Guards story about a group of people, rapscallions, ne'er-do-wells, who are trying to, summon dragons. Here, dragon, here, dragon. Anyway, like that, only different. Let's see. It's got a great cast. It's got a lot of people in it. It's got people like Martin Jarvis, John Wood, Stephen Thorne. Anyway, some great O's. And Death is played by himself, which at times has to do with Christopher Lee's, availability at the time. And so I don't know. Anyway, because he's reprised that character a lot in the past. And let's see. With me here is Lee. Thanks, Lee. Let's do this. Let's do another podcast. Can we talk about this? What's your opening thoughts, Nate?
Well, I've said this in the past. Every time we've come across a Terry Pratchett thing, I really struggle with Pratchett. I really do.
Oh.
And this is not going to be any different.
Oh.
I just don't get him. I just do not understand what people see in Pratchett. Because I think we've reviewed in the past. We've done the
Hogfather, yeah.
I mean, we did
and
do the
Good Omens with
that was input with Neil Gaiman in that one as well. So
it's true. That was slightly different, but go on.
This is, I don't know. I can't fault the acting, because the actors in this, with the voice acting, they brought characters to life. I agree with that. But for me, Pratchett's writing does nothing for me. His humour does nothing for me.
Surely you jest.
No, I would listen to these 6 episodes. Martin Jarvis was the narrator. And
here we go, talking a little bit about narration, and of course Lee hates narration. I'll shut up now.
But listening to, Martin Jarvis is a pretty well-known English actor, got a very distinctive voice. But every time he came into the story, did a little bit of narration, I just kept getting the idea of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Douglas Adams writing, the book.
Yeah, there you go.
But at least the narration was not all the way through it, because if it was, I'd have given up after the 2nd episode. I really would have done.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's a story about dragons, or do dragons exist? Yep. You've got I can't remember the character's name now, but played by Helen Atkinson-Wood, the lady, the one who has like a dragon farm.
Yeah.
Brilliant actress, brilliant comedic actress. Everybody mostly, maybe Susan, you'll know her better as Mrs. Miggins in Blackadder.
Yep.
But yeah, and to be honest, that she was the only female in this cast, I think.
Yep.
Rightly, the rest was all, as you say, Stephen Thorne, Melvin Hayes as Nobby
Yep.
Nobbs. Yeah, it's just a story about the guards, isn't it? And their unruly way of doing their job.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
What a bunch of yeah.
Yeah, and of course, Death appears in this as he always does. But he was voiced by Stephen Thorne.
You think so?
A very, very distinctive voice is Stephen Thorne, who played Sergeant Corporal Colon, something like that. Yeah, I mean, it's just it's a 6-part story, a fantastical story of dragons, and I mean the ending was a bit too quick, I would say.
It is a bit abrupt, isn't it?
Oh, that's a female dragon, that's a male dragon. And that was the problem sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So say for me, the acting is amazing. The acting in this, I've got to say, the acting is amazing. But what do you expect from most of these actors? Because they're pretty damn good actors, these people.
Yes.
But it's a shame. I just cannot grasp Pratchett.
Okay.
If anybody says Discworld to me, I just,
All right. Well, I really enjoyed it.
I knew you would.
Don't believe I understand why you struggle so much with this, but I will. I enjoyed the humor. I enjoyed the zaniness of the guards. The guards are basically hired by veterinary to protect Ankh-Morpork, but they're surrounded by Assassins Guild, Magic User Guild, the and then this other group of individuals who are summoning a dragon, this brethren, and joining the brethren, seemed a pretty easy thing to do. And I don't know why I keep saying but it's a good thing to say sometimes. Let's see, the enjoyable thing about this story is the fact that they have really captured the imagination of the magic of dragons, and there are lots of the Discworld stories that all talk about these dragons, some of which are summoned, some of which are in that foreign land with the big hive upside down and stuff like that. There's a bunch of different places where we find the dragons, and I think that it's great because the whole of Discworld seems to be a bit medieval, and so there's these guards are not guards with guns, they're not guards with even nightsticks. They're guards with swords and muskets and stuff like that. So, not that that's really not a gun, but they're just so. It's just so much fun. It's sort of anachronistic and joyous in that, and a bit steampunk in places. But that's just the way it goes. It's like it's got a character, and these dragons are they have a nice strong breath, and they have a real twinkle in their eye, because they know that she is there. The female dragon is there uh, for other purposes, and that's just that. Yeah, the female versus the male and stuff like that. But then you're right, there weren't very many women characters. There's only like the woman with the garden who grows all the stuff and cares for critters of all kinds. She's a bit like what's his name? The one in Harry Potter. The Crimes of Grindelwald. What's his name? Let me check. I'll be right. It's right here.
Crimes of Grindelwald.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Anyway, gosh darn it. All I could get my hands on anyway. So yeah, him and stuff, and she resembles that a lot, and that she has got this cast of characters of critters in her menagerie, and it's fun. And let's see, well, Nobby Nobbs and Sergeant and Captain Vimes are in a lot of these stories, and so it's fun to see them, and they're sort of early on in their career. Sergeant Colon is great, and then yeah, so Death could really have been Stephen Thorne, because that really is, he does have sort of that rich dark voice that can ooze death. Anyway, that's fun. Let's see. And so what did you have any favorite moments?
There was a scene where I think there was 3 of the guards, I can't remember which ones there were, where they were counting how many there was of them. 1, 2, 3, and Death just kept saying 4. Hold on, let's start again. And then Death said 3, and then the third one said 4, and that was quite funny. That little there, and also sending one of the guards going out for a pizza, because he always gets them free. When he gets them free, he pinches them. Little things like that were funny. Like the character Carrot, the Welsh guard, Carrot.
Yes.
He didn't. The question was, "What's a virgin?" And then by all accounts, Lady Ramkin, played by Helen Atkinson-Wood, was a virgin, because they came calling and knocking on her door and taking her away for the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the other scene where is it Vimes where he's locked up with
Veterinary?
Yeah, locked up in the cell there, and turns out that the bars and the locks are on the inside of the cell.
Yes.
So he could come and go when he wants. Yeah, apart from that, there's not much for me to say about this one, but I just the acting in this is good. But the story for me, it just not my cup of tea.
Mm.
It's Pratchett. I'm sorry, I don't know. But I know he's got a huge following out there. So I know. I'm gonna get strung up.
It just depends on how low you go. I really enjoyed the bits with Veterinary, because I love the fact that he got arrested because he was he wasn't the king anymore, and the king they were, whoever was going to slay the dragon or the dragon himself became the king and queen or whatever. So that was fun. And the other thing that was another scene that was great was the scene with where they're at the lady's house, and they're going through her menagerie, and there's all these descriptions of all these animals and things. And so, I mean, like, it's just so great. It's got so much fun. And the other thing that I really liked was I did like the scene in the jail with the locks on the inside, and the fact that Veterinary had actually created quite a little kingdom for himself under in the dungeon, and so that was great.
His servants were rats.
The servants were rats, yeah, and he's a vampire. So I mean, you think you come to find out he's kind of a vampire, and he's got all these he's got these great servants and this great sort of lifestyle, and so of course we really wasn't bothered too much about the fact that this dragon became king, and they were looking for they were looking for this one of these brethren, the Supreme Grand Master, I guess that was played by Brett Usher, that he really wanted to be king. And so that's why he was like setting all this stuff in motion. And that really played into this, like, the king is actually whoever can rule, and it's not just a titular thing. It's something more substantial, something to do with rulership, something to do with, who can actually make things happen even in the inside of a jail. That's why I love Veterinary, and I love the other story about all of these people that were attached to him, all these undead people, these vampires from all over the Discworld, and I love that story too, because it's called I can't remember what it's called now. Anyway, geez, struggling with names today. Senior moments. Yeah. So I still can't. I just. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Other things that are great about the story. I love the way that they describe Discworld, and the way that they describe Ankh-Morpork as sort of a seedy place, and there's only one or two places that are really nice in it, and that's fun too, because like that's you don't know, but you do know that's why things are very fun in Ankh-Morpork, because it's a great city and it's got two halves. There's Ankh and then there's Morpork, but they're separated by a river. But both the whole thing together is kind of seedy. So anyway, that's fun too. Let's see. Other things about this story is.
Do you know where a dragon's vulnerables are?
I don't know where dragons' vulnerables are, but I know that if you shoot a certain kind of arrow that does a certain kind of thing, you'll hit something. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, love it, and I think that Captain Vimes of the Watch is a great character, and I love that he shows up all the way through all the stories, and he's just basically one of the regulars. He's a bit like one of the guys down at the Mexican restaurant around here who just know they're just known and everybody loves them, and fun. And let's see, or Honduras and Guatemalan restaurants. I'm sorry, not Mexican at all. forgive me. Let's see. Do you want to say anything more about guards?
Well, there is a little fact about this audio. Well, a few years after this, I think in 1998, I'm going to mention a name now, and Susan's going to go, "Oh, there was a stage play of this in 1998, starring Paul Darrow."
Oh, fantastic. Oh, yes. Yeah, I bet there was. And I bet he was brilliant. I bet he played Captain Vimes.
Or the dragon. Who knows?
Oh, yes, or a dragon. He's so, yeah, wow.
Yeah, I said you'd go, oh.
You're right. Good job. Good job, you. Well done, you.
But apart from that, that was just a little tidbit I found out about it while I was listening to it today.
Well, fantastic. How great is that? And so was that like done in London or?
I don't know. It just says stage play starring Paul Darrow.
Okay. Well, I'm.
May
That's
have to go onto his Wikipedia page and see what plays and held. Yeah.
yes, that's where he was. Oh well, that's just nifty. I just think the world of Paul Darrow. Yeah. So other than all of that stuff, what would you give this out of 10?
Oh, it's the you're not gonna like this one.
I probably won't. You're right.
It's below my middle diddle. So acting, can't fault the acting. It just, for me, just didn't do anything for me. So I'm going to give this 4 dragons vulnerables out of 10.
Oh gosh, it's so low. Really?
Yeah, I mean, I could go 4.5 dragons vulnerables, but I'm not going to go any higher.
Oh my gosh, that is quite low.
It's just not my thing. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the humor or it's just the whole Discworld thing. I don't know. I just cannot get them.
Well,
The amount of TV adaptations that I've seen of Pratchett's writing, it's the same for me. It's just does not grab me.
it doesn't.
No.
Oh, all right.
I mean, if Pratchett had done Good Omens on his own, it most would have been the same as well.
Oh, really?
With Gaiman's input in that, it was sort of a different feel to it.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Well, I'm going to give this a 9.5 out of 10. 9.5 swords from the guards out of 10. And I don't know that we can avoid Pratchett for the rest of our podcasting time together, but
it doesn't matter. We can do Pratchett as much as you want, but
yeah,
I'm always going to be the sourpuss of this.
That's a really low score. Oh my gosh! Oh.
It just if it didn't grab me from the beginning for the first episode, then it's lost.
Yeah.
And I went through all 6 episodes. Sat through and listened to all 6 episodes, and it sort of just washed over me.
Oh, all right.
And that was, I'm afraid, nothing to do with the actors. Nothing like that. It's Pratchett. Sorry, guys.
And every time the narrator spoke, you felt it was like Hitchhiker's.
It was more like Douglas Adams, the book in Hitchhikers.
Oh. Okay.
That's the feeling I got there.
Well, that's in and of itself is just a beautiful thing. So I don't know why the rest bothers you, but anyway,
It doesn't bother me. It just doesn't.
it doesn't.
It doesn't. I don't know. I can't explain it.
4 is a low score though for something that was.
I did say I was willing to go.
I know. I heard you. Okay. Oh, Lee. Okay. Anyway, there's just got to be something like, and Good Omens season 2 is going to be all Gaiman because Pratchett doesn't around anymore. It's going to take his ideas, but it's going to Gaimanize them. So you're probably going to be all right with watching season or series 2 of Good Omens.
And I'm also looking forward to Sandman as well by Gaiman.
Oh, okay. Oh,
TV adaptation of that.
Okay, I didn't know that was going to happen. Fantastic. But there is no more, future Pratchett. So
we've always got Pratchett. What's there now?
I know. So, but to avoid it may be slightly less challenging than if there was new stuff all the time. Anywho, oh gosh. Thank you for watching our podcast. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. I don't know what happened to my bell today. I can't find my bell anywhere. I think it might be in the sofa, but I just can't seem to find it. And
the sofa's not ringing, is it?
Sofa's not ringing. Anyway, my friends, thank you for also joining us on social media. We've got Facebook. Lee's got an Instagram, and there's Twitter. And when you're watching it on YouTube, please give us your comments about what you think of Terry Pratchett and all that good stuff. And also, please. I encourage you to join us if you'd like to do that. All we ask is that you have a camera, microphone, some sort of device to capture it and go onto the internet so you can join us in these chats and live chats, and then we'll put these videos on this YouTube channel. So, just and you got to be 18 and over, because sometimes we get a little saucy and we do review things that are.
We sometimes disagree and
and get ugly and stuff, and like
now.
the fact that I want to flush Lee's head in the toilet is just a knee-jerk reaction, really. I think that he needs his head washed.
One day, something might convince me to give Pratchett a higher score.
Yeah.
As yet, I have not come across anything.
God. Oh, 4? Oh my God. It's like when death is like counting off. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4. Why do you think I did it?
That's really great. You just kill me, don't you? Anyway. Oh man. Anyway, like like they say, we'll just have to mind it, and we'll call the unseen university and see if they can magic something up for the situation. Anyway, thanks for watching our podcast. We'll see you around the internet.